Okay, so I guess I moved my camera so you can't see. So, baskets were dropped off. I went down to the police department, and as it turns out, I was in the right place. I'm in the right community, apparently, right now. They give out Easter baskets every year to the families that they can identify as in need. So I added mine to the bunch. Yay. Um, Now I'm sitting here and let's see, trying to figure out what else I can do to make the world a better place. I've got some time on my hands. I've got books that I'm writing. I've got people that I can reach out to. Um, but I do that on a daily basis. And what's going on with me right now, my current situation, I need to know that I'm making an impact with what I have available, that I can make the world a better place just by being me. That's what I'm working on. I can also say, everybody, that I have been, let's see, last Friday I inadvertently did a water fast. So then I went ahead and fasted all the way through Saturday until Saturday evening. So I did about a 48-hour water fast. Then I ate on Sunday, water fasted on Monday, went through until Tuesday evening, and it was really cold and dreary here. And I really wanted some soup to comfort me. So I made some broth and put some vegetables in it. So I had that, which was obviously breaking a water fast. It was more than water. And then I went ahead and I had some Greek yogurt with oatmeal and cinnamon, a little bit of honey. All of the things that I took into my system on that day were somewhat on purpose. I felt like my body was craving something, so I went ahead and I went with the most nutrient rich prebiotic foods that I had available, knowing that I was getting ready to go back into more fasting. Wanted to lay the groundwork so that when everything goes back into my body and my system begins to reboot, that it would lay the good bacteria and it would support the good bacteria in my gut. So basically, I am doing my own form of transplant. I'm transplanting it through my mouth. LOL. The fecal transplant, I'm sure, is necessary. If nothing tells you how important your gut biome is, the fact that they've actually come up with a therapy where they do a fecal transplant of a healthy flora into someone who does not have a healthy digestive flora, that's just crazy to me. But think about it. And you can do this all by yourself. There's fermented foods. There's so many things that are available to us to empower us. The first thing that we have to do is change our story about food, guys. You don't have to eat every 2 hours. Don't. You don't even have to eat every 2 days. Today is the first day of a dry fast for myself and my husband. A dry fast is where you don't eat or drink. It's supposed to be easier. I don't know. I drink a lot of water. So that's going to be interesting to me. I have a scale that I weigh on that does your water percentage and your fat and all that. Obviously, it's not scientific. It's not absolute. Probably more a ballpark. Uh, just because what's available for us at home is not 100% lab certified accurate. Anyway, so I'm keeping an eye on my water. As of, I think it was Monday, started doing that. It really hasn't fluctuated much, but I've been drinking water. I've also had black coffee every morning. Um, Obviously, my dry fast started after my black coffee this morning. Let's be real, that's how it went. Um, Tomorrow morning, I am in hopes that I will feel like a lot of the people that I watched on YouTube felt, and invigorated and energized because my body is working at a different level. Things have cleared out and I'm in a ketogenic state and I'm burning my fat for fuel and autophagy. Autophagy. I don't know. Probably said it wrong. Anyway, my cells are eating the old damaged cells. Cells are being split so that my body can pull the hydrogen molecule out of my fat cells and use it for the water that my body needs. And this is just an amazing experiment. And I kind of can't wait to see where. No, I can't wait to see where it goes. Um, it's all mental. Everything is your mind, guys. Everything. This whole fasting thing for me, honestly started almost 18 months ago, August of last year. My husband and I were working on a complete rehab of a $300,000 home in Springdale, Arkansas. And when you are doing a complete paint job inside and out and replacing windows and doors and shingles, fixing air conditioners, oh, it was a big, huge job. And the help that we hired crapped out on us. We didn't have the help that we thought. I did have a wonderful friend that came up a couple of days and helped me out. Other than that, it was just Steve and I. And let's just be honest, we didn't have time to eat. You ate once a day, and for the most part, it was Popeye's chicken or a salad from Walmart because it had to be convenient, it had to be quick, and it was just a matter of sustenance. Changed my perspective on food. All of a sudden, it now is to survive. Wow, and I don't have to have that. I don't have to eat. These are all interesting things. Putting them together. I don't think any of us. They just haven't told you. If you haven't researched it yourself, you have no idea that insulin is making you fat. You have no idea. You don't know that constantly putting something, sugar, fuel, into your system is keeping your insulin level at a certain level, which is telling your body to store the food as fat. It's as simple as that. Wow. So you get your insulin level down with fasting. You feel better. You are so much more clear. I am going to be honest, and the reason that I sat down to do this recording is because I'm honestly probably one of the nicest people you will ever meet. I'm an empath, so spent years trying to separate my emotions from other emotions, and I really honestly do pretty good anymore. It took years. Well, first of all, I had to accept the fact that I was an empath, and I had to learn about that, then I had to empower myself, and just, everything's a journey and everything's a process. Let me go back to the Springdale and the fasting and the only eating once a day. There were also a couple of days that we didn't eat at all because we had a deadline on this property and we had to get it done so we could get to the next property. And that was what spurred my first, what was it? It was almost 20 pounds weight loss. It was about 15, actually. Somewhere in there, I went under 200. I hit like 193, which would make it a 20-pound weight loss in a short order. And that's what changed my metabolism. That's what reset everything. It was an accident. But I can promise you it works because now I'm doing it on purpose. And once you get used to doing the intermittent fasting, and once you get used to the fact that you don't have to eat every 5 minutes, and your mind does not have to be occupied with what is everyone going to see, because I'm a cook. I make up my own recipes. I do almost everything from scratch. Very rarely do I ever use a mix or a canned soup or anything of that nature. Whew. And to do that and do it correctly and do it in a cost-effective way, you spend a lot of time. A lot of time prepping, a lot of time buying, sourcing, I guess, the stuff that you're going to use. And then a lot of time with it's just prep. There's a lot. Then you've got some researches. Anyway, it's huge. I've got all kinds of time on my hands, so I guess I'm just going to start videoing all the time so that you guys can hear me ramble. Why not? Anyway, so back to the fasting. So inadvertently, we were doing a job last Friday, and we'd gone most of the day because we were busy running around getting everything done, getting everything put together. It was simply a make ready on a rental. It wasn't a big job, but we had taken on the job of pulling some paneling off the walls and doing the sheetrock and everything underneath. So we stripped some wallpaper and just mudding and tape and made it look like a good solid wall. Made it a good solid wall, and then painted and primed it and painted it. There were some kitchen tiles, just stuff like that. Wasn't that big of a deal, but it was enough to keep me busy. And then I don't remember what happened. Something in the process of doing the last final trim. Uh, I did something, said something, asked the wrong question. It made Steve angry, honestly. He doesn't do anger any better than I do anger. Anger gets turned inward, usually. Because we are so connected and because I know him so well, I know when he's angry and I take it on for him. It's an interesting dynamic between the two of us. It works for us. I would not recommend it to anybody else because unless there are two human beings that want nothing more than the other person to have the best possible life and everything best for them, overlooking their faults, knowing they're wonderful, I don't know if it would work because that's my situation. Absolutely, 100%. We do that for each other. It's interesting. Okay, well, mental clarity and fasting, trust me, but I am going to say that my results are different than most people's because I was so. Once you do that first water fast and you cleanse that stuff out, even if you did eat something one day and you go right back to it, you stay on that, it's a clarity. You've just gotten rid of so much stuff. The sediment and stuff. You're getting rid of stuff. Your body's going, no, we don't need this. I'm interested to see how it works on my back pain. They're saying that during a dry fast, the inflammation is reduced to the point that you will no longer have muscle pain, I guess, inflammation. So we're going to see how that works. I am so playing with my hair like I hate it when you other girls do it. There you go. Yay, you caught me. It's funny how we pick things. We can just look at the world where as soon as somebody does something and it bugs you, please put the mirror in front of your face because usually it's something that you do or you know that you might do, and it's all a learning experience. Every single bit of it. Hmm. Well, I don't really know anything. I guess I know everything. Just don't ask me because I may not be able to tell you at that moment. All right. I will talk to you later. Have a good day.